Hey, Favevoured ones, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a reading for the full moon in Capricorn. That's the full buck moon. And in honor of that, I wanted to do a reading on what is going to be peaking for you at this time. Today we'll be doing 3 different selections, as we'll be doing a Rhapsodomancy divination reading, which is an ancient form of divination used by the muses, which is using poetry, and I'm using my own creations. Pile number 1 will be this cool looking green swirl one, and pile number 2 will be this blue one here, and pile number 3 will be this swirly gray one here. It looks like metallic gel pen with red dots on it. So before we get into it, I wanted to let everyone know I'm not doing personal readings at this time, so if anyone tries to solicit you in comments or through your inboxes, know it is a scam, and even in the future, I will not bombard you with messages saying, hey, I have a reading for you. No, I won't do that. That's a scam. And I would always wait for people to feel like they resonate with me. Okay, as well as this is a general reading, so all of it may not apply to you. If it doesn't, that's okay. You're welcome to pick a different pile, or maybe it's not your reading and you're welcome to pick other ones out of my roster that I have built up over the last year. Okay, yeah, that's everything. So if you need to take a moment to decide on whether you want pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3, you can certainly pause and take all the time you need to. You can roll a dice and decide that way, or you can meditate on it, or just pick at random and let the fate decide. Remember, you have free will, so use my advice with discernment. All right. See you in your piles, as they'll be listed below with the timestamps. All right. Pile number 1. If you chose the one that looks like Ooze from Power Rangers or Goosebumps, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I feel like pile number 1 is super into like old school horror films, as well as action animes and stuff like that. I'm gonna roll for a number 3, and the number 4 would be important to you, considering this dice is bigger than the rest of them. I get a feeling that, and it's with it being green and rolling the 4, that big money is coming in for our pile number 1s. You could have been waiting on it for a while. So congratulations on being patient and waiting for it to come in. As well as it could be stability in other ways. It could be you're treating yourself with more self-care and not letting thoughts run amok. Abundant because you have friendship in your life, abundance of opportunity, old-time VHSs and stuff like that could be important to you as well. Just put that over here so you can see it with the number 4. Okay, so let's get into it. What is peaking for you right now? I have 49 poems, so I'm going to roll using the Calculator Net dice roller online. And yeah, so pile number 1's, please, guides, guardians, ancestors, come through with pile number 1's poem divination. Thank you. Pile number 1. So number 39, 3s and 9s could be important to you, as well as number 12, which goes back to 3. So some of you could be 39. It could be an important number for you. It doesn't have to be that, just could be extra confirmation for those who need to hear it. Okay, number 39 is nephology. Sky-filled billow, vapor-formed pillow, turbulence, cumulus, haze breast stratus, aerosol frozen crystals, composed droplet dribbles, dense configuration nimbus, points form shape, curus, absorbed sublimate. I almost read the next line. Some of you might be getting ahead of yourself and worried about what the next thing you're gonna say is. Some of you could be working on stuff with getting that big money in, and it could be that you're like you're nervous and focusing on that next big project. Because nephology is where, like, clouds, so maybe your head's up in the clouds a little bit, daydreaming about it, getting caught not being in the moment, which is good that you're excited, but also living in the moment is important too. It's not to get sidetracked here. Absorbed assimilation, released disposition, suspended atmosphere, humid troposphere, curvy thick delights, paradona sites. So some of you may be clearing through a storm of that like left you hazy, or like with the haze breast stratus, where it was like you are moving away from knowing that you can't put your energy into everyone with the suspended atmosphere. People are leaving you hanging, and you're wondering if they're meant to go with you to the next step in your life, towards your stability and bringing in that big money. And you want to make sure that you have, people around that aren't just there as distractions. Like with their curvy thick delights, can be anything from a person that you may be interested in, or even treats. You're makes me think of like chips, which I have been working on curving that myself. There's also with the release disposition, so some of you could be in charge of like rentals and or leasing things. It could be a part of what's bringing in the money. I feel like you're going to be working up a sweat. So some of you could be dancers, some of you could be performers, with the especially with it saying composed droplet dribbles. Like you could be a choreographer, you could be making videos, you could be a composer, like you could make music, you could just make beats, you could make the lyrics. It can apply to you in different ways. You could be composing like in other ways of a disposition, like fashion as well. Aerosol frozen crystals, it makes me think of dry ice when it like gets puffed up in the air. So that's another confirmation that you could be going on stage, or you could be traveling as well. vapor form pillows. I could have a feeling that with like the green haze and everything else like that, some of you might smoke the joints and whatnot. Get a little out there, little space cadet. Uh, it seems like you're getting your points across. Like you're finally getting it what you want to say out there, and people listening more with the point form shaped, as well as the being humid. So like some of you could be traveling to somewhere where it's hot, or the stuff that you're releasing is super hot and taking off with like a cloud being out. Like you're on cloud 9 performing, and the sky is just the beginning and not the limit. And that's what I feel like is really peaking for you right now, is that you're making your way and like pulling back the like billow, which is like the cloud, and like popping your head up into cloud 9 and getting up there. And you're realizing once you get up there that you are wanting to make sure you have the right people surrounding you, which is really important. And I'm proud of you. Congratulations. Like that's awesome that you're getting to do that and live out your dream, bring stability, um, and honoring your inner child, like having fun and stuff. With Paradonia sites, I feel like you're traveling and you get to sightsee, and there's a whole bunch of things you've never seen before for yourself or saw yourself achieving is happening, and that's super exciting for us, pile number 1. So I think that's everything so far. I'm going to do a yes or no question, so you can ask one yes or no question. I'll give you a second here, and then I will ask and get a yes or no. So 3, 2, 1. Yes or no, Spirit? We have yes for pile number 1. So hopefully whatever you asked was positive. I feel like most of you it is. For those who wasn't, don't give up on yourself, and I believe in you. Okay. Is that everything, Spirit? Some of you might watch Saturday Night Live or don't like it. That's one of the things I got here. I also got snails, so something may seem like it's going too slowly for you. As I said at the beginning of the reading, when I almost read the next line, like almost like being impatient and excited. So that is lovely. I also have lines here, so some of you may be working on recovery as well, or reaching that. What's peaking for you is that you may want to be cutting back on some things in life, whether that be toxic situations, environments, people, or habits within yourself. So I'm getting here. Oh, and slime. Some of you guys might be Ghostbusters, especially with this color here. Totally Ghostbusters. Um, could be very important for you as well. Nails. Some of you could be building things with your hands, doing renovations. Hills. Hills have eyes. That's confirmation of horror movies again. I have hi, so hi. Some of you could be stopping by and just saying hi for the first time. If you are, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. I have 4, 5, 6. So that's definitely the next stage in your life. 28, 24, 25, 26. It could have been when you started working towards this goal and is finally starting to see like it take the turning point. That doesn't have to be for everyone. That's just the numbers I got here. I also got 45. The numbers I have here is 2, 8, 4, 5, and 6. So those numbers could be important for you. Could have been born in 82. This 6 could be a 9 since it doesn't have the numbers. So you could be born in 92 as well. That's what I got here. Some of you could shine. Some of you are finally shining your light. I also have that you like to laugh a lot, or you make others laugh and smile. So yeah, that's everything I have for you, Kyle. Number 1. I'll also let you know I have the letters S and like the name Sean. You could be listen. So you could be listening to some new people for advice, for help, in order to come about this. Also have the word dis, like because I have the IS end. So you could be into rapping or poetry. Either way, that's what I have for you here. I hopefully you enjoyed me using my intuitive way of divination and enjoyed my poem. Congratulations on finding the new peak of stability within your career, your life journey, whatever you may be working on. Even if that's just that you're starting to learn to take rest or learning to say no, or even thinking about it, because thinking it at least gets you in the step towards taking action. So anyways, remember to eat, drink, and eat, hydrate, and have fun. All right, bye. Pile number 2. If you pick the blue dice with the big number 1, then this reading is for you. So I feel like some of you could be bringing calm into your life, as blue is usually for calm. It's also for Archangel Michael, so some of you could be working on your protection, whatever that entails to you, whether it's spiritual or in reality, by taking steps. Okay, I'll roll number for you. Number 2. So you can look that up and see what it means to you. Number 2 usually means compassion, diplomacy, consideration, and adaptability and passion. So your passion and adaptability could be peaking for you right now. get me back on the dice roller. Here we are. And we'll pick out which poem I'll be reading for you. Pile number 2, please, guides, guardians, ancestors, and those of the highest divine light. Please come through as I get pile number 2. Please, thank you. Woo. So 27. So the number 9, which is the end or the beginning, depending on which numerology you look into. Or 27 could be your age, as well as it could be a number that's important to you for whatever reason. It's extra confirmation for those who need it. Okay. Got flash of warmth right away. So I know it is warm outside, but maybe some of you are having a heat wave where you are as well, or you're feeling like, you know, your heat of passion is coming out, and that's what you're being calmer from, is learning how to be calm even when you're upset. Could be something that you've been working on, or the inner part of you that wants to glow and be authentic is finally being like super heat of passion, and that can't, your creativity that can't be like extinguished. So number 27 is Ignite Glow. Carousel of ink blots take form of chattered thoughts, twisted swirl of black matter, guidance sought for the answer. Etch myself like anamorphous clay, striving against self-sabotaging ways. Heath cradle inviting flow, shallow breath ignites inner glow. So yeah, definitely pile number 2s. I feel like you're like letting go of who you used to be in the past, is since you've done work on yourself, as have pushed towards finding your new way of wanting to present yourself, and finally like taking off the mask of who everyone else wants you to be, whether that be that you want to ask everyone else for answers instead of trying to look for answers yourself, with like the line guidance sought for the answers. And it seems like you're turning into yourself and feeling it and asking yourself which way you want to go in your life. What do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? And like the forever known phrase of who am I? What do I want? Is what you're working on. And one of the self-sabotaging ways I feel like you've been working on is trying not to let other people's disrespect or uncaring ways affect you. Like if people are like constantly ignoring you or putting you down, you're putting up boundaries and like, you know, not letting it turn into a twisted black matter of mass of anger when someone doesn't treat you in the way you want to be. You're like, you want to know what that's on them. That's a projection of something they have going on. And they're just mad because I'm happy. And you're letting yourself have that light that you've always had in you slowly glow and ignite into a big flame that you always were, but you were dimming your light for other people because people are like, oh, you think you're so smart, don't you? Instead of being proud that they have a friend who's smart, or you have to be loud all the time, or you should speak up more, or just any way that doesn't make you comfortable in the moment of being you. And they always had something to say about it instead of just letting you live your life. People who want to tell you how to live your life constantly without you asking them, they don't got it all going on. behind closed doors, because if they have time to be in your business, they're definitely not um, keeping themselves kept. They're not working on their business. Their eyes are on their own paper and over here on your paper of you writing your journey and being like, no, that's not how you can write your journey. And be like, did I ask you? Are you co-writing this? Are you paying for the vowels in my journey? No. So put her off, and you're getting them to go away, and you're building yourself up with clay, which is formable, which means you are being vulnerable with yourself and really discerning, like, am I doing things out of fear and people pleasing, or am I doing things that I'm happy with, but people are responding because they're unhappy? And not letting gossip get to you with the twisted swirls, or sorry, the take form of chattered thoughts. Once they've had their sates, their carousel, their circus, they're just trying to be the ringleader of your life, when really you're the ringleader of your life, and you're the main event, and you're the popcorn. You're everything in your story. You are everything. And I hear Britney Spears circus, so you guys might be like that, and you're finding your newfound freedom and love, and breaking away from even family members who don't treat you right. So heavy and a lot of things to be working on, and I know it's not the easiest thing to do, and sometimes even when we do set healthy boundaries, we still get that feeling in our tummy of whether or not we were too harsh or too right. But if you're not hurting anyone and all you're doing is saying no and making sure you are taken care of first, then those people are just takers, and they're never going to be satisfied anyway. Might as well just do you. Or, no, a lot of people don't like that saying, but just do your best. And yeah, they don't like it, then they can put their eyes back on their own piece of paper. So I will be giving a yes or no answer. It could be a maybe. I don't know. We'll see, depending on how much of the collective's answers is. I'll give you a second. You can pause if you need even longer before I ask Spirit to give us an answer. So 3, 2, 1. Spirit, can you give us the answer, please? So for pile number 2, we have 1. And I feel like it's a 1. Sorry, I looked up the dice over here. It was 1. Maybe you were called to pile to do pile number 3 as well. But it is a no, and I feel like it's an immediate no, like immediately no. Whatever it is, I hope that you work through, and that know that your love for yourself will always bring in love of those who respect you over time. And even though sometimes it may bring in bad people because they're attracted to your light, it doesn't mean that there isn't nice people out there too still. So don't give up hope. All right. And those who were hoping it would say no, then that's confirmation for you, and congratulations. Okay. Some of you could be having a doctor's appointment. For your FB, calf, leg. Some of you could be feeling drained, or it could be raining a lot where you are as well. I have cauldron. Some of you could be working with stuff with a cauldron. Some of you could be taking a train a lot right now. I have dermatologist and heart. Do things from the heart, not out of fear. I got the word barn. Some of you could like rats or bats. Some of you are frightened, and I wish you all the best. And I know it's hard to find the discernment of what choice to choose when you're frightened, or or you're afraid that you frighten other people. I also get the word frightener. Some of you could be into horror movies as well. I also have children, so some of you could be working with children. Horror. Bronchitis. Some of you could be studying to be a doctor of some sort. Someone could be having their debut of a new song with the word CD, and some of you could be worried about debt or your intake of food. I also have the number 8 here, percentage, so you could definitely be in school. Quran, some of you could be into astrology as well. Some of you could be a pediatrician with the doctor and child. So we have the number 2, 6, 9, 8, 7. So 7, 8, 9 is the next step of your life, as well as number 2 is a confirmation right here of earlier. It was 33, 14. But yeah, it's 2 on the dice here, so that is definitely a number you'll be seeing around on receipts and whatnot. It could be that you need percentage. So here are the letters in case there's some initials or words that I did not think of that you would, because you know your life better than I do for resonating. We have F, D, B, T, C, H, R, N, and the N sign, which when I looked at it, reminded me of music notes. So some of you could be working on music or just really listening to music to help you through the emotions right now of letting go of some of the sabotaging ways. You could be using music therapy to let things go, or fear go as well. All right, that's everything for pile number 2. I appreciate you listening and tuning in to my channel. Yeah, if you'd like to see any more, come on back. You're always welcome. And I enjoy giving these readings as much too. So remember to eat, hydrate, and most importantly, have fun. All right, bye. Okay, pile number 3. You chose the gray swirl red dot one. This one is for you. So I'll put my number. And we have number 5. Number 5 we have here is the number of change. So you could be going through a change, and that change is just starting or has um, started to take effect in your life as something that is peaking for you right now. So we'll get into it's 3:03. That could be also an important time for you as well, the number 6 and 3s. So we'll find out what is peaking for pile number 3. Please, spirit guides, guardians, and ancestors. Archangel Michael, please come through for pile number 3's Rhapsodomancy, Divination. Guides, guardians, ancestors. Oh, there we go. Number 14, which equals 5. So that right there is confirmation within itself that you're seeing that the changes are coming your way. So we'll go to number 14. Okay. Number 14 is called Tomorrow's Shelf. Staying strong as each hardship comes along, trudging on each passing day, evasive action against obstacles blocking the way, struggling with every unachieved set goal, regrettable guilt weighing as it takes its toll. Procrastination at its best. Endless lectures put my patience to the test. Future accomplishments tower up on tomorrow's shelf. That all changes now. Today, I'm going to believe in myself. So I feel like some of you may have been procrastinating for a long time on what goals you wanted to do because you couldn't, it wasn't because you didn't want to do anything. I feel for pile number 3 is that it wasn't that you didn't have anything creative talents or skills or ideas. I feel like it was that you're afraid to make the next step, like you're afraid to take calculated risks, that you wanted to do something, but you would think of all the things that you would have to do in order to achieve that, and you ended up overwhelming yourself by the prospects of having to go on the journey that you just decided not going on the journey would be easier than to make your way towards something that made you nervous. So let's see here. But it seems like you've noticed that over time, that patience was going to be needed, whether you have patience of, putting things off, or the patience of having to take that journey and knowing that you are worth the effort to obtain your dreams. Before you were like, was really matter? I'm not sure if I'm good at this. I'm not sure if I'll even like it. But now you're like, if I do it, then I'll just have experience. And I'll have experience then. I feel like, hey, I did this. Let's an example. I learned how to shuffle. I fell on my butt a couple of times, but I did it, and I don't have to be super good at it, but it's fun. And then you're learning how to do stuff like that. Be like, you don't have to be good at it right away to want to do it, and you don't have to have had experience in the past to try and gain some now. And I feel like you're really just deciding any hardships that come your way, you're worth fighting for. Your future is worth fighting for. The accomplishments will tower up on tomorrow's shelf because you put in the work today and you put in the belief in yourself and what you wanted to do today. And you know, that removes all that guilted weight of what ifs, because you won't have to worry about what if you do it. You'll be like, yeah, I tried it, wasn't for me, which is incredible. Now you'd be like, yeah, I skydived one time, I never want to go again. They'll be like, hey, you skydived, that's so cool. And it is so cool. Anything you want to try for the first time, or you want to try a new recipe that you never tried before and it ends up being delicious, or it ends up not being delicious, and be like, you know what, I tried making pho, it didn't taste very good. And then you either tried again and never gave up, and now you will make the best pho. Sorry, some of you may be hungry, some of you could be eating pho right now, or really are chefs and you're wondering about whether or not you're good at cooking. You are. You could be a creator of any type, and you always thought that it was meant for everyone else but you, but now you're realizing that there's enough to go around and there's no need for a lack mindset. You can do all the things. You don't just have to be one thing. You can be a quadruple threat. You can be an octuple threat. You can be an octopus and have like, I can sew, I can dance, I can do this, I can do that, and just be jiggly with it. Anyway. But yeah, you're taking evasive actions against the obstacles that block your way, like hindering thoughts, people who don't believe in your dream, and that's none of their business. And you're staying strong within your dream and knowing that everyone deserves to have their dream come true. It's not out of reach, and the more you do today, the more you'll be able to set on the shelf of tomorrow and be like, yesterday me did this, and I love yesterday me, and I love today me, and tomorrow me's gonna love us even more. I think that's really powerful, is just having your back on all timelines. And I think that's what the biggest change is peaking for you, is knowing that you have your back always. And yeah, so I did this for the rest of the piles, where I ask a yes or no question, and I'll give you a couple seconds. You can pause it if you want to gather a thought on what you want to do a question on. And yeah, so 3, there's a alarm going off, so it could be alarming it could be alarming to you at first as you start to succeed because you're not used to it. Just remember, you deserve it, and don't let other people distract you from your dreams. 4404 on the clock. You could be saying 444s a lot as well. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spirit, what is the answer for pile number 3s, please? Pile number 3 is yes. Big time yes. I felt it go through me with like excitement. So yeah, the spirit was very excited to say yes for you on that one. So I'm excited for you as well. For those who were wanting to know, best of luck with you. You don't have to take it to heart. You have free will and are able to switch up the timeline at any time. Your free will. You can change anything at a moment's notice. So, pile number 3, please, Spirit. Some of you could be into Bitcoin. Some of you could be making that coin. Some of you could be with Comet. You could be cleaning. You could be cleaning up the house, like literally, and also metaphorically. You could be cleaning up house. You could be making the big money, big changes for yourself by taking the time to put in the effort towards your future. It is going to pay out. Yeah, it looks like you're making sure people have to mind their P's and Q's as they come towards you on your dream, because and that might be some of the guilt that you have, is that people are coming to you now that you're trying to be successful and wanting to tag in along but didn't support you, or only in it because like they're secret competitions, so they need to mind their P's and Q's with you while you're moving up, because it looks like you're believing in yourself and you're not going to be putting up with their BS, because you've had enough hardships that have come your way so far. Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg for you and what you're creating in your life. We have the number 4 and number 8, so you could be seeing 4s, you could be seeing 8s as well. Some of you could be 48. Some of you could be born in 84. It could be a lot of things in regards to that. Some of you could have been working on this for 4 to 8 years. IQ, you're getting smart. I don't believe IQ really has any like weight, a grain of salt with regards to actual statistics, but that's my own personal thing. But what I got from it is that you're getting smarter about how to remove obstacles or just avoid them altogether within your life, so that you can bring about your peace. And you're getting your piece of pie, your peace pie. You're getting peace pie, okay? Pile number 3, you're getting peace pie because you learn to believe in yourself. And when that happens, you bring through and you get out of that pit of despair with the PIT here. And some of you could be into comedy or comedic, or some of you could be with draw or do comics. It could be computer techs, because I got the word computer here, and IT. Could be doing coding or videos or editing, like graphic design and such not. Some of you might like biting, or instead of biting your tongue when it came to people in the past who were rude and mean to you while you were trying to achieve your dreams, you're no longer biting your tongue. I feel like you're really opening your throat chakra and just letting those who aren't for you have it, and be like, yo, you can't treat me like this. I'm a whole person over here, and I have my peace pie. Mop. You could be cleaning up your mess from your old self. Yeah, we have the word Tom, Courtney. So you could have the word bot here as well. Some of you might be dealing with those who aren't a main character. They're just an NPC of your story. Yeah, so I have the letters BOTMCIIPQ. So, and the numbers for my name. So that's everything that I have for file number 3. Thank you everyone for coming through and watching my video. I hope that you received advice and confirmation of what was already being sent to you by your own spiritual team or gut feelings. For those who watched all the way through, thank you. I appreciate that. I know it means a lot to me when I get told that people watch all the way through, but if you only watch a single bit, that's okay as well. I skip through sometimes too. But yeah, no, I really enjoy doing this for everyone. So thank you for once again coming by, and I will see you in the next video. And remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. Okay, bye.